Huji akui la chalasi thengnare Punjab bengni Prithvi ki oina thengnare ni akui digi hena me world police ne thai ba akui America bo makhong tingthok kapar yau rei ni akui bo
First, the top news headlines. Bomb explosion at Imphal's Nomaibung, no casualties. Fresh cases of COVID-19 dip 10.5% in India to 27,071 in 24 hours. And government may not procure Pfizer's 95% effective COVID-19 vaccine. Hello and good afternoon, I'm ONEL SHAMBANDURAM giving you the Times of Manipur English News. Before we go to the main news, here is a COVID-19 awareness. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keep the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. Now the news in details. A bomb explosion took place in the wee hours today at Nomaibung Seram Lerak in Imphal East under Porompat police station but did not cause any casualty. The explosion took place at the residence of Sashi Kumar, aged 59 years, son of S. Angoba, around 4:18 am. According to police reports, the house was partially damaged in the explosion. Sashi Kumar is a forest officer posted at Forest Range Chandel Division. Sashi Kumar disclosed that he recently received a monetary demand note from KCP Noyon faction. Porompat police has registered a case and investigation are on. India reported 27,071 fresh coronavirus cases in the past 24 hours, 10.5% less than the previous day, with the overall number touching 98.84 lakh according to Health Ministry data released this morning. The country retained the second highest number in the world after the US, though a Delhi figure have been dropping since September last. In the 24 hours period, India reported 336 deaths linked to the virus, taking the total number of fatalities to 1,43,355. Manipur's coronavirus recovery rate stands at 87.49% so far, with 117 fresh COVID-19 cases recorded in the state in the last 24 hours. The total tally has climbed to 27,155. The active cases are 3,074, while the recoveries are 23,759, according to the government COVID-19 Command Control Room. The fresh cases were from Imphal East, Imphal West, Thoubal, Bishnupur, Ukhrul, Tengnopal, Chandel, Senapati, Churachandpur and Kamjong districts. The new cases do not have any travel history. In the last 24 hours, there is no report of COVID-related death in the state. The death toll stands at 322. The central government may not procure Pfizer's BioNTech's coronavirus vaccine, which is 95% effective in preventing the COVID-19 infection over the high cost for the immunization drive in India. Officials have indicated that India may not prefer Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine over the other options available to the country for the prevention of COVID-19, a media report said. Meanwhile, the first of many freezer-packed coronavirus vaccine vials of Pfizer made their way to distribution sites across the US yesterday. The coronavirus vaccine shots are expected to be given to healthcare workers and nursing home residents in the US beginning today. In India, that does not seem to happen anytime soon. At Rs 2,728, the coronavirus vaccine candidate developed by Pfizer is much more expensive if it is compared to the other vaccine candidates such as Oxford AstraZeneca, Covishield and Rs 737 vaccine candidate developed by Russia.
Putting further strain on a healthcare system. 15,000 Americans have been killed by the virus in just 7 days. And with
National Health Service issued an urgent warning. People with a history of severe allergies should not.
Tamil Sangam More today organized a COVID-19 awareness program at the organization office More. Sangam Vice President Kamal Khan Naidu, KBS General Secretary Maniam and Vice President Muhammad Tila Khan were present. The people were urged to follow the safety guidelines issued by the government. Well, it's now time for a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Akan banong lay nungsit kaya laklabasu. Apik pa natraga achow pa yung oirabasu. Paglang sina pumnamak mayok na bangami. Yam nakali amadi chahi kaya chatli. Barak Valley gi masak oiriba akan bagi atopa maming amo oiriba Valley Strong Cement. Valley Strong, very strong.
Lamjingbo Finance na COVID-19 na thogal liba khudong chadba mayam asi usiraga collateral security yautana document changdana yamna komo mongda loan fanganjergani shahida subnatagi chada tarani thoigi interest rate tap business loan against property vehicle loan commercial equipment loan commercial vehicle loan ki khudong chaba pisari han loan lobi ki ba singi
test tawba laksabani adubu laibak phavana negative oiramle miyam su isada COVID-19 gi layong ubiragadi soidana test tokpiyu naba bulot laga thambiganu
lepa leitana sandorokliba COVID-19 thingnanaba test tokthokpa yamna maru oi karigumbada positive oirabasu matam chana layang horabadi laina asina sokchandringaida adombu kanmangamgani COVID-19 gi layong utramaksu positive oiramba yai haina jingnaba lairabadi soidana test tokthokpiyu COVID-19 gi symptom laina test tokthokhtana laisanba matamda isada nattana imung manunggi miyoising amasung kairo lekai gi miyoising su khudong thiba tholakpa yai
COVID-19 gi layong sing haibadi lok laiho khanau nawa manam maha phauraktawa khong hamdharakpa amadi nuksha shor hombada warakpa tarabadi sukshoidana athuba matamda test tokthokpigadabani positive oiramba tarabashu home isolation tobhiraga government gi maikai vitamins amasung oximeter pizagani loinana haksel gi mari leinaba miyoi ama matam punamakta adongi matengi damak leigani kawiraganu chingnababu leibirabadi sukshoidana test tokthokpiyu.
Welcome back. A team of Imphal West Police Commando led by DSP Operations verified people along Nagamapa Road stretch in Imphal city this morning. The police verified around 90 individuals and among them 5 were detained for failing to produce proper documents, police said. They were handed over to City Police Station. The Posa Theatre celebrated its 6th Foundation Day 2020 today at the Kwakaitel Mayai Koibi Mamanglekai Community Hall in Imphal. Lok Sabha MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan also attended the function. Addressing the gathering, he called on the youth to understand the values of theatre. Ranjan also added that because of the hard work of the forefathers of the land, the Manipur culture has a unique identity. However, Dr. Ranjan was displeased that popularity of theatre art is diminishing in the state. He urged all to protect and preserve this art.
Art and culture amasung theatre da long voicing asidi masami se dokani se wa koi karibu ka to profession amada art lega leisure time da art and culture nu pamjabagi yawa group su leisure nate adumulaba karim ta tokana theatre amasung Manipuri culture da rupsal da masida kalaga sentok
Jalirang Students Union Delhi, JET SUD and Jalirang Welfare Association Delhi, JET-WAD have appreciated Manipur Chief Minister and Biren Singh for his government's plans for construction of Rani Gaidinliu Tribal Freedom Fighters Museum. The two student bodies in a release, however, expressed concern over delaying the museum project till that due to certain issues. As part of the Good Morning Kumbi, volunteers of Kumbi Urban Development Committee KUDC cleaned roads in Kumbi municipality area yesterday. The cleanliness program Good Morning Kumbi was launched on November 1st last to clean muds left behind by tractors and farmers on the roads during the harvest season. The program is held every Sunday. Assam Governor Jagdish Mukhi has accepted the claim of the elected members of United People's Party Liberal, UPPL, Bharatiya Janata Party BJP and Gana Suraksha Party GSP to form the new Executive Council of Bodoland Territorial Council BTC. According to a media report, Jagdish Mukhi accepted a formal request made by the newly elected members of the three parties yesterday as a post-poll coalition towards formation of the new Executive Council to the BTC, with UPPL Chief Pramod Boro being the new BTC president. Well, it's now time for another short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Now, enjoy 20% extra on Kangla Popcorn, Kangla Milky Balls and Kangla Rings.
Kangla. Watch an encounter with Jeet Ningomba, one-to-one discussion and analysis on political,
BJP-led government sigi pandam di khange peace purpose.
Education
phan ngai oja awat pa
sports,
sports house ne na lerga yaroi.
Arts and culture.
Art and culture si aikhoi ga thana ba yadraba aikhoi gi,
and many more. Every Friday at 7 p.m. only on Times of Manipur, TOMTV. Repeat telecast on every Saturday at 10 a.m. Don't miss it.
Lamdamusida ihan hanbo oina miyam da Kangla water gi 20 liter jar sukna tagi lupa tara da fangan jargani. Loina half liter bottle tara mangana saba pack da sukna tagi lupa humputara manga da fangan jari. Khudong chaba si factory da laktuna lobi da yagani. Akupa moral gidamak lengsin bidau Kangla Water, Maibo Khul Mamang Lekai, Imphal S 795002. Aikogi contact number 8257-888-737.
It's a historic moment for Indian cricket team.
History will be rewritten on Sony Sports when King Kohli and team play their first overseas pink ball day and night test against Australia. Watch Australia versus India first test 17th December 8:30 a.m. onwards. Only on Sony Sports channels.
Saglon Ama Lagliba December Taramapan English Singani Supnakun Thangja Numitki Numidang Pum Teret Makai Taba Matamda Saglon Ama Thoramasida Puduna Lakcheragani Lamdamasi Saknairaba Sakpa Raj Ilango Miam Gitamoy Sumutangam Laba Konjel Galunana Miam Napambi Sekaya Kudol Tamjaragani Numidasida Apam Sing Kanbinaba Amadi Wari Wataikea Sabi Honaba Aikogi number 7629-943-543 the call to below.
Welcome back. Mizoram's COVID-19 tally reached 4,040 in the last 24 hours after the detection of 5 more positive cases. According to COVID-19 statistics prepared by the Directorate of Information and Public Relations, Mizoram, the new cases were detected during the rapid antigen test. No samples were tested at Joram Medical College, JMC, by RT-PCR as the laboratory remained closed yesterday. A total of 8 districts in Mizoram still have active cases. The deadly disease has so far claimed the lives of 7 positive patients in Mizoram. So far, a total of 3,847 people have recovered from the disease in the state. 21 days after violence at Panisagar in Tripura's Kanchanpur, Chief Minister Biplab Dev gave away compensation announced to the family of Bishwajit Dev Verma, who was killed in the violence. According to media reports, Chief Minister Biplab Dev gave the financial assistance while paying a visit to the victim's family. He also visited the residence of deceased Srikant Das and Dasda in Kanchanpur. Chief Minister Biplab handed over ₹5 lakh check to each of the families of the deceased persons. Deputy Chief Minister Jishnu Dev Verma and Tribal Welfare Minister Mewar Kumar Jamtia also accompanied Biplab Dev during his visit. Notably, violence broke out at Panisagar following an indefinite strike called by the Joint Movement Committee JMC in Kanchanpur subdivision from November 16. On November 21st, the JMC blocked the national highway at Panisagar, forcing the security personnel to open fire to control the unruly mob. As the farmers' protest completes nearly 3 weeks at the border of Delhi against the centre's new farm laws, the farmers will observe a day-long hunger strike today. The hunger strike from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. is part of the farmers' plan to intensify their agitation from today. Addressing a press conference at the Singhu border, farmer leader Gurnam Singh Chaduni said the leaders will observe the hunger strike at their respective places. On the other hand, to make people aware about the recent farm laws brought by the centre, the ruling BJP will organize farmers' meet at various places in Uttar Pradesh. This Kisan Sammelan, which began today, will continue till December 18. Polling for more than 6,800 wards in over 350 local bodies across 4 districts of Kerala is underway for the third phase, that is the last phase today. The polling, which started from 7 a.m. will end at 6 p.m. The polling is underway in 6,867 wards and 354 local bodies across Malappuram, Kozhikode, Kannur and Kasaragod. A total of 52,285 officers have been deployed for the election duty. Chief Minister Pinayari Bijayan also voted at a polling station in Kannur's Pinayari around 8:16 a.m. There are 89,74,993 voters in the final round, including 42,87,597 men, 46,87,310 women and 86 transgenders. India is now aiming to surpass China in the field of mobile manufacturing with the Production Link Incentive (PLI) scheme attracting global measures in the segment to the country. Telecom and IT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said today. According to media reports, he said that the government is looking to make India a hub of other electronic products as well, with the expansion of the PLI scheme to other sectors. Prasad said the government aims to make India to become the second largest mobile manufacturer in the world and to surpass China. Well, it's now time for the local newspaper headlines.
The Shanghai Express. Vaccine likely to arrive in January. Positive cases rise by 119. 100 people per session. Electoral rolls, mobile sites. Centre's COVID-19 vaccine guidelines issued. In the land of Nupilans, women mad to lag behind in all spares. MUC site lies in shambles. The People's Chronicle. 119 new cases. 0 deaths reported in 24 hours. India logs 30,254 new COVID-19 cases. Childbirth safer. Kids' health worsen, says government report. Among the few states which have shown a worsening of these indicators, the woes of are Meghalaya, Manipur and Tripura. Finance Ministry okays rupees 9,800 crore for 27 states. Load shedding era returns. Imphal Free Press. Over 3,000 school van drivers left in lurch despite High Court directive to provide assistance. COVID-19 caseload climbs to 27,155. 119 new cases in 24 hours. Assam Cabinet approves proposal to shut government-run madrasas Sanskrit tolls. Chief Minister Biren condoles demise of musician Wahingbam Samson. States target to provide tap water to every household by 2022 doubtful. Manipur Mail. Terrorism threat to democracy, says VP. 119 new COVID cases, no screening in border. Hunger strike today. Highway partially open. Jammu and Kashmir. 2 Pakistani terrorists killed.
And before we wind up the top news headlines once again. Bomb explosion at Imphal's Nomaibung, no casualties. Fresh cases of COVID-19 dipped 10.5% in India to 27,071 in 24 hours. And government may not procure Pfizer's 95% effective COVID-19 vaccine. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for joining us. Keep watching Times of Manipur.